Gustavo, how you doing, mate?
Great, and yourself? What's up, coach?
Not too bad, bro. Not too bad, not too bad. So tell me, how much did you make? What was it in the past, not the past 4 days, but how much did you make in that 4 day period?
For day, I'd say cash collected 3K in the new offer. So
Nice,
that's 3K revenue generated.
unbelievable. 3K in 4 days, not too bad, not too bad. So give a bit of background on you, mate. Like where you from? You know, obviously from South Africa. Like talk a bit about your background. Like where were
Yeah.
you when we started working together? Like what were the goals? And yeah, let people know a bit more about your story.
Yeah, so not too long in the high ticket sales space. Main reason why I reached out to you was because I tried doing it out on my own. It didn't work out, I didn't even know what the hell frameworks were. So I realized that I needed someone to coach me. And then the minute I discovered you, I was like, you know what, this is the guy. Let me reach out to him. Let's see what's happening. And then ever since we started working together, I've built some sort of structure. I know exactly what I'm working towards and guidance alongside that. So that definitely cleared all of the fog within my path, I'd say.
100%. And what about you? Like, why did you want to get into sales in the first place? Like, talk a bit about that, what you were studying before as well.
Yeah, so the reason why I wanted to get into sales is because with what I was doing currently, flipping iPhones, selling puppies on the side, I realized that it's not really lucrative and the market was really depreciating. So I was getting less sales, more competition within the business that I was in. I said, you know what, there should be more ways of making money out there. I started studying millionaires and realizing that all of them had the skill of sales. I then realized, okay, what can I do in order to potentially get the skill as well as generate revenue from it? I tried going to car sales, didn't really work out. Then I did some research and came across high ticket sales. I said, wow, I can do this on my fucking laptop everywhere. This is the one. This is the one. Yeah. And
Nice.
then ever since then, as I got into the space, I was a bit, skeptical. Is it real? Like other people are making money, but I'm not really seeing the results. That's when I really started prioritizing the inputs. And as I started gaining confidence and then generating some rev alongside, I decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm going all in, drop out. I'm gonna leave my parents' house soon in the next 2 months, and then yeah, man.
Unreal. That's what I want to hear. That's the thing though, like you have to go all in. You have to go all in. And you've done that. And that's the good thing is like you've been running your phone business still on the side, haven't you? Still been making a bit of money from that.
Yeah, for sure. Not too much. I'm really more focused on sales, but it's still running on the side.
Yeah. And now dropped out of uni as well, right?
100%, man. No regret. No
Fuck,
regret.
fuck, fuck uni, bro. Fuck that. Nah, that's good to see. I'm glad. I'm glad that we've dropped out. And honestly, mate, like kudos to you. Obviously, I can guide you as much as I can, but you've worked so fucking hard. Like you are one of the hardest working people I've ever met in my life, and I genuinely mean that. So it's so good now to see you getting the results. Like 3K, yeah, but mate, we've got bigger goals. Like I'm waiting for you to hit the fives, the tens, the 20s. Like it's going to come. I have no doubt because you've got the characteristics of someone who will make that kind of money. But how does it feel now? Obviously, or how have you found it? You know, getting into sales like the past. What has it been? 4 months, 4 months or so. How have you found learning sales? Kind of being thrown into the deep end. Like, what's your experience been like?
I'd say the first month, right, before I met you, I was focused too much on studying the terminology. What does KPI mean? All that dumb shit. Then started to realize that the work is actually getting your feet wet, so the role plays. And with you, I was able to really gain a lot of confidence. I was so shitty when I got in, but being able to be around that community, other like-minded individuals, as well as even though there are other individuals within the mentorship, I still feel that one-on-one. I can always reach out to Ben. Yo, Ben, I had a call with this dude. Could you let me know where I could potentially improve? So the connection is still there, man, and it's really allowed me to progress from when I started.
Yeah, 100%. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I think that's the biggest thing for me. I always want to keep that one-to-one support with everyone I work with. And I feel like me and you, it's been a journey, bro. Like I feel like like when you were closing those deals, I was so fucking proud of you. Like it was so good to see. And I can't wait to see where you're going to end up over the next sort of 6 months or so. And how have you found like that? You mentioned the community. How have you found that? Like, how have you found it being with all the other boys and the group calls and things like that?
So one thing about being surrounded by like-minded individuals is that we all have a similar goal, and being able to witness other people achieve the goals that you're looking to achieve always keeps you motivated. You come back to reality and think that, oh shit, this thing is actually real. You know, this guy just made this amount of money. We're in the same group, like we're no difference, right? So being around other people on a similar path.
100%. I think that's the biggest thing. And everyone I speak to who's in the program, they all say the same thing. They see someone else make money and they're like, fuck, if this guy can do it, why the fuck can't I do it? And it does just motivate you. And that's exactly what I had as well. When I got into sales, I'd see other guys making money. I'd be like, fucking hell, what's the difference between me and him? Absolutely nothing. I'm just going to work harder than him and then I'll get to where I want to go, which is cool. So for you now, what are the goals, mate? Where do you want to get to? What's the goals for January, February? Like, where do we want to get to so we can look back at this?
If I'm looking at professional goals right now, I've fully ramped on to this new offer, planning on dialing everything in, modeling what the top performers are already doing. And in terms of compensation, I'm looking at 10 to 11K within Jan. I've seen it being done within this offer. If I'm looking at personal goals, being able to move out and really settle down and go all in, man.
And where do you want to move out? Do you want to stay in SA or do you want to go elsewhere?
There's a nice place here in SA, so I want to check that place around, stay there for a couple of months, and then if it makes sense, probably fly out, join you in the UK.
Oh, bro, we're gonna meet up in Euro summer. That's for sure. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for us to meet up in person.
Sure.
Awesome, bro. And if you're talking to someone who, I don't know, is on the edge, maybe they're watching some of this, they're watching this video of you and they're resonating with you. They're going, right, I fucking feel the same way Gustavo felt. Maybe they're working a job they don't enjoy. Maybe they're at uni. Like, what would your advice be to someone who is on the fence about wanting to get involved?
One thing I'd really advise is it's always best to learn from someone who has already been through what you're looking to achieve. That's the best way to shortcut your success, right? When I discovered you, I invested everything I had, man, like everything. I knew that, fuck it, let me trust this guy. He has proven results and he's been through what I'm trying to achieve. So yeah, get a mentor as soon as possible. You are your most valuable asset, so invest into yourself.
100%, bro. 100%. Couldn't agree more. I did the exact same thing that you did. I practice what I preach, which is the main thing. I think that's why you resonated with me in the first place.
Let's go from day one, man.
100%, man. 100%. Well, look, bro, you're already doing insane. I mean, the fact that you made 3K in 4 days, like, you think about any person who's working a normal job, and you're 20 as well, right? You're 20, that's something that 21. Yeah, sorry, 21. But that's something we don't talk about, right? You're fucking young. You're younger than me, right? You've got so much potential. I can't wait to see where you end up. But yeah, 3K in 4 days. Compare that to people who make that in a month in any corporate job. It's crazy. So you're already doing really well. So definitely appreciate that you've done well, and let's push on to the next goals. And yeah, I'm really excited to see where you're going to end up in the next 6 months.
1000%, 1000%, coach.
Awesome, brother. All right, I'll speak to you soon. Bye, mate.
Awesome.
Bye.